Hi, Todd Warren here in the Forecast Center with a look at our weather week ahead here on ArklateXHomepage.com as well as the ArklateXHomepage.com app. And we have two scenarios that we're looking at that could cause some issues in the week ahead. A little bit of a winter mix possible tonight. I'll show you what's going to transpire with that. And also some heavy rain, which is expected here to close the weekend and begin next week. So let's get to it and talk about the scenarios shaping up right now. As we look at what's happening here with satellite radar together, you can see all the precipitation here indicated on area radars, basically extending from northwest Louisiana back into Texas. Now, most of this is not making it to the ground. What we have is some very dry air above us, so it is falling from the clouds, but because of that dry air, it's simply evaporating before it reaches the ground. We do have and have seen some reports of some winter precipitation back to the south and west, where it's been ongoing for a longer period of time. Again, that precipitation, as it evaporates, does gradually moisten up that dry layer, and eventually we'll start to see that precipitation reach the ground. And another thing it does too is that as it falls, it cools the atmosphere. So more than likely, once it begins, we are going to see a winter mix of either sleet and possibly some snow across the Arklatex as well. Now, the thing is, the big kicker in is going to be when it begins. It very well could take a while before it actually does so, but if it begins soon enough, we could see a little bit of minor accumulation on exposed surfaces here during the nighttime hours tonight. So that's the setup. Let's kind of go over, first of all, what's happening here. On days where we have rain, basically the precipitation falls on cold days, falls as snow, but the layer closer to the ground is too warm and it melts and basically hits the ground as rain. What's going to be happening as far as tonight is concerned, I don't think, because of evaporating cooling, that we'll have to worry too much about freezing rain, because the cold layer will be deeper and basically what will happen is the last two scenarios. The snow falls from the cloud, basically encounters, we do have a warm layer above us, it encounters that layer, it melts, and then that layer closer to the ground is deep enough that it has time to refreeze and hit the ground as sleet. And it's also possible that we could cool that warm layer enough that we see all snow across the area at times. So expect that mix of probably sleet and snow. Can't totally rule out maybe a little bit of freezing rain, but I do anticipate seeing sleet and snow once the precipitation does begin. But emphasis on light. It's going to be very, very light as it does begin across the Arklatex. Not going to be looking at much of a major accumulation as far as that's concerned. Temperature-wise, one thing that the models have missed today is the temperatures. We have stayed in the low to middle 30s. That's one reason why we're not going to be looking at much of any liquid stuff falling from the clouds during this scenario. You can see right now we're at 33 as I record this. We'll probably stay relatively steady as far as temperatures during the night tonight. We might fall into that upper 20, low 30 degree range, so hence the winter precipitation. Once it falls, again, we'll accumulate just a little bit, maybe a tenth or 2/10 possible accumulation on some of the grassy surfaces, and also on the bridges and overpasses, something that we would be looking for. Conditions, if we do have any problems tomorrow morning, they will rapidly improve, as again, any accumulation is going to be very, very light. We should very quickly warm up above freezing tomorrow morning with, again, that precipitation ending probably during the night tonight. The combination of the warming and evaporation will allow conditions to improve. We'll hit 44 for the high tomorrow in Shreveport, and 44 degrees also for the high in Texarkana. Now, all of us will see a chance for some precipitation. Here's a look at Robin's Futurecast. And again, the greens here, what the model's showing is rain. Now, this model and all models project right now we should be in the 40s. Obviously, they're wrong. So anything that falls is going to be probably more pink and maybe blue on this map. So pay attention to where it falls. Ignore the colors. Just anticipate that it's going to be all winter mix here. Notice Futurecast has most precipitation confined to East Texas and Northwest Louisiana. Some models do have a little bit further to the north. So you folks in Texarkana, Southwest Arkansas, the northern sections of Northeast Texas, you too might see a little bit of winter precipitation, but looks like that chance may be higher further to the south, basically from Interstate 20 and points southward. As we go through tomorrow, we stay cloudy, we stay dry for the most part. Late in the day, might start to see a little bit of light rain falling over the northern sections of the area. That rain will increase some as we go through the nighttime hours tonight. I'm not really too concerned about winter weather tonight. If we see any, maybe northern edge of McCurtain County, that's about it. I think temperatures will likely stay above freezing across the region tomorrow night. And then Sunday, we'll see that rain begin to increase, especially over southwest Arkansas, northeast Texas, and southeast Oklahoma. Very possible we could stay dry in Shreveport until Sunday night and Monday when this activity begins to expand more towards the south and west. Now, this is the setup. You can see the precipitation, which will begin Sunday. That shifts to the south as we go through Sunday night and Monday. And again, Monday probably will be in the 60s, maybe even 70 possible. A few rumbles of thunder will be possible for Monday with some locally heavy rain. I don't anticipate seeing anything as far as severe weather at this point, although we will have to watch it if temperatures do get that warm. And then that will actually get pushed off towards the east. We will dry out for most of Tuesday and Wednesday. And then here comes another disturbance with another pretty good shot for some rain to close next week. So 3 rounds. Again, the light winter stuff tonight. End of the weekend, Monday, another round of heavy rain we'll be watching for, and then also a third round of possibly moderate to heavy rain to close next week come Thursday and Friday. As far as precipitation accumulation, again, as far as the winter stuff tonight, a couple tenths in spots I would anticipate possible, but you can see the rainfall will be a bigger concern. This particular model shows rainfall potential in that 2 to 4 inch range across the Arklatex. Our model actually does show a little bit higher amounts. But just keep in mind the potential is there during the next 7 days to see several inches of rain across the Arklatex, with the heaviest totals probably across the northern sections of the area, especially for the event Sunday into Monday. So here's your 7-day forecast. You can see that as we go through the 7 days after the 32 tonight, big warm up, close to 70 in Shreveport by Monday. We stay in the 60s for the rest of next week, with lows eventually warming back up into the 40s and 50s. Tuesday night we'll see some clearing, will allow temperatures to dip into the 30s. And you can see more rain on the way for especially Thursday and possibly Friday. In Texarkana, you're looking at temperatures tonight down to 29 degrees. Your best chance of rain will be Sunday and Monday. Probably we'll see more rain in Texarkana Sunday compared to what's on the way for Shreveport. All of us will see the showers and thunderstorms for Monday, drying out Tuesday, Wednesday, and again, you'll have your chance in Texarkana as well with highs. Basically, after that 64 Monday, staying in the upper 50s to low 60s for the rest of next week. So again, if you are traveling this evening and tonight and encounter some precipitation, assume it's freezing and slow down and use extra caution across the region. Not going to be a big event, but obviously when we're talking winter precipitation across the Arklatex, it doesn't take much to cause some slick spots across the area roadways. And again, we will likely close the weekend with more rain as we close Sunday and head into Monday.